This is Ghulam Rasool and I am represent to I2C inter-integrated circuits in microcontroller, AVR microcontroller or ATmega32. So the introduction of I2C inter-integrated circuit is a serial bus interface connection protocol. It is also called TWI two-wire interface since it uses only two wires for communication. There are the two wires called SDA serial data and SCL serial clock. So AVR based ATmega32 and ATmega16 has a TWI module made up of several submodules as shown in the figure. So the I2C works in two modes, namely master mode and slave mode. So this is the basic ATmega32 and ATmega16 I2C module in which there are SCL, SDA, bus interface units, bit tray generator, address match unit, control unit, and so on. So SDA and SCL pins, as you can see, our SDA and SCL pins are top of the in the diagram. So these pins are used to interface the TWI based external peripheral and microcontroller. The output drivers contain a slew rate limiter. The input stage contain a spike suppression unit which removes a spike shorter than 50 nanoseconds. The second one is the bus interface unit. The bus interface unit contains start stop control which is responsible for the generation and detection of start, repeated start and stop conditions. TWDR add data shift registers contain data to be transmitted and received. So acknowledge bit ACK receives the acknowledge or neg in transmitter mode and it is generated through software in receiving mode. The spike suppressions unit take care of spikes where attribution detection continuously monitor bus status and informs the control unit about it. So the address match unit, as you can see in the diagram, address match unit contains the address register TWAR address comparator. Address in slave mode, the address match unit receives an incoming 7-bit addresses and compares with the address in the two-wire address registers to check whether it matches or not, and upon match occur, it intimate to control the unit to take necessary action. It has also considered the general call address if the TWGSE bit in TWAR is enabled. So the next one is the bit rate generator unit. The bit rate generator unit controls the SCL period in the master mode to generate SCL frequency. It is calculated by the CPU clock frequency divided by 16, or we have 32 bit plus 2 into 2 TWDR into 4 power TWPS, where TWPS is the value of pre-scalar bit in TWSR. So the next one is the control unit. The control unit contains TWSR, TWI status register, TWCR, TW control register, and it controls the overall process of attention for necessary events, identifying events when occur. TWINT interrupts acceleration and update TWSR. So as long as the TWINT flag set SCL held low, the TWINT set whenever TWI completes the current task. So these are the control units functions and its programs which are used in the inter-integrated circuit. Some of the transmission modes, there are 4 transmission modes in I2C, in which the I2C device works. When the device is master, it works in MT and MR transmission, and when the device is slave, it works in ST and SR transmission mode. So you can see master transmitter, which is used when the master device writes data to SDA. The number 2 is the master receiver. Master data device read data from SDA. Slave transmitter and slave receiver also write and read data from SDA. So the programming in ATmega32 I2C in master mode, we have used programming step for writing operation initialize. We have to initialize in I2C we have to generate a start condition, send the slave device to write address, which is SLA plus W, and check for acknowledgement. So when, after that we write to memory location address for the memory devices to which we want to write. We have to write data till the last byte, generate a stop condition. And in the programming step for reading operation, we have to initialize the I2C, generate a start condition, write device address, and check acknowledgement, write a memory location address for memory device, generate repeated start condition. We have to read data and return acknowledgement, return not acknowledgement for the last byte, and generate a stop condition. So this is an example. Here ATmega16 will act as a master device and ATmega32 act as a slave device. First master device will send count to slave device, and then same master will read from the slave device. As you can see, we have a master device and slave device. There are 16:2 LCD display on both, and we have a PC2 PBO 80mega16 at the master device side and 80mega32 at the slave device. These are the pins. As you can see, PBO PB7 and PBO D7, D input and D7 for the output. Programming steps in the master device, we have to as we have already discussed above. So we have to initialize I2C, we have to generate a start condition. We have write down the address and check for the acknowledgement. After acknowledgement, we have to write data to slave device, generate repeated start condition with SLAR, receive data from slave device. So the steps in slave device: initialize I2C with slave device address, listen to a bus for get address by the masters. We have to wait for them address by the masters, while address with the SLAW by master device, receive data from the master device, and return acknowledgement after each byte is received. So we have to clear interrupt the flag after repeated stop received. Print received data on LCD. Again listen to bus for get address by master, while address with SLAR by master device, transmit data to master device. So we have to transmit data and clear interrupt flag after the next repeated start or stop receive. So this is the simple example or program for the master device. As you can see, we have defined CPU clock frequency 8 megahertz. We have include AVR standard library file. We have include inbuilt defined delay header file, standard input output header file, include string header file. We have include I2C header file. Also we have include LCD header file. So this is the 0 into 20 define slave write address and slave read address, define counter, and we have started our program. So we have LCD string master device, and we have sending start I2C with the SLAW. We have send incrementing counts repeated start with SLAR, read and acknowledge the data, and we have data sent to any slave address device. So this was program for slave device, as we are receiving data from master devices. So we have a receiving data byte, receiving until stop, repeated start, and we have sending data byte until acknowledgement is received. So this was this simple and basic information about I2C and some simple programs which I have been go through this in this presentation. So thank you so much.